got some catching up to do.
Yeah, we do.
What you been up to?
Well, a little bit of everything. You know,
Yeah.
when the first show ended, I was a teenager, so I was kind of in that in-between space between being an adult and a kid. So I did a bunch of acting jobs, and I did Seinfeld and a movie with Steven Spielberg, and kind of was on a little roll, and then you kind of get to that kind of in-between awkward stage.
Oh, man.
And I went back to public school, and then I kind of transitioned to being a baseball player for a little while, and kind of chased that for a while. And then I started helping raise my little brother. My mom and my dad both had different things. My dad was going to be a partner in a business and kind of got stuck because his partner bailed. And then my mom just took a huge promotion because she thought this was the time to make that big move.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden my dad ends up 100 miles away.
Oh my goodness.
And so I kind of stepped in to help with my brother.
Very cool, yeah.
And then I met my wife, and you know, we were married for 20 years, and we have 2 beautiful kids. So I got married and had kids super early, and I have a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old.
Oh my
so,
goodness.
Yeah.
I know.
That's very early.
Exactly right. And you even worked in production on Roseanne's talk show for a minute there too, right?
Yeah. I've
Behind
done
the
a lot.
scenes?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we worked together on a number of projects, and then I've pretty much had every job you can have in this business.
I mean, but I love to hear that. What a ride that
great,
must have
man.
been. Because, you know, a lot of times when you're a young actor, it doesn't always work out that way.
Right.
And you kept on plugging along, and oh boy, did it ever work out for you. And now you have more skills than you probably ever imagined you'd have.
Well, I write and I direct and produce, and I think the thing I always knew was I valued our crew, and they always taught me. I felt like I got kind of 200 aunts and uncles that always wanted me to be kind of the best version of what they wanted. And so for me, the biggest part was learning those skills because I knew what I wanted to do eventually.
Yeah.
So having an idea of what everybody does kind of gives you a better framework.
Yes, it absolutely does. And, you know, you started that show when you were 6 years old, and you were really handpicked by the star of the show, the namesake of the show, Roseanne. And I mean, when you look at these pictures, you say, of course he was handpicked. Look at that little face, you just want to smush him. But it wasn't just how you looked. You actually really impressed Roseanne with something you said.
Yeah, that first series of interviews, the second one I met Roseanne, and she was in the room, and she said, tell me a joke. And what I didn't know is I had just started, hadn't done anything, and I wasn't like professionally trained. Well, all the professionally trained kids said, oh, I'm not prepared for that. And so, as you saw my cousin and my sister in that picture, all we did was make jokes with each other. So for me, I was like, okay, sure, I'll tell you a joke. Why did the turtle cross the road? And she looks at me, chicken's day off. And
You got us.
and so it was, you know, for a 5-year-old, that was pretty good material, and she liked the timing and